Alright, so today we're going to replace this ignition module or wind module in a 2009 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This should work for 2005 models to 2007 models as well with the key. I had the key fob, so yeah, so we're going to replace this module, and I got the module from All Computer Resources in Homestead, Florida. And basically, just to give you in short of what happened, module decided to stop working, and gauge cluster and stuff like that will go haywire. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this. Replacing the ignition module is like real simple. I mean, anybody can do it. Won't do anything. That's great. Wow. It's just a bad luck day for me, I see. So first things first, you want to disconnect the battery, because if you don't and you install that new module, you can create some problems. So make sure the battery is completely disconnected. Wait about 30 minutes and then start replacing the wind module. So now that the battery is disconnected, we're going to get underneath here. Now you got the option, if you want to take this cover off of the steering wheel, you can, but it's not really recommended. But if you want more space, you can take this off. This cover here, I don't know what you call it, knee bolster, whatever, it just opens up just like this, just like that. This plastic piece here, now you got the option to use a panel puller to pull this off. And what you can do is you can just take your nails, and you don't have to use your nails if you don't want to. You can use your panel puller. Take your nails and you just dig, and it just pops out. You want to be careful how you pull these out. You don't want to pull it out with aggression, because if you pull it out with aggression, you can break these clips and you'll be pretty much screwed. And that basically gives you access to your ignition. And you basically got 4 bolts. You can use a Phillips to take these off. So I got the bolts out, and sometimes you'll probably notice with your Jeep, the ignition might tend to want to fall out, or it might be stuck or frozen. And it doesn't really take much to get it loose at all. You know, you can just push on it to get it out just like that. Now, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come underneath this plastic piece here, and I'm gonna unplug it. You want to be careful how you unplug this. I highly suggest you unplug it while you take it from down here. You don't want to unplug it while it's still stationary, because it's kind of hard to get to, and you can risk damaging your wires. You don't want that. So we're gonna go ahead and go underneath just like that, and just be kind of careful of how you do it. Let's go ahead and move this steering wheel a little bit forward to give myself a little bit more room, just like that. And we're just gonna get the ignition up over it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but you get the idea. So you want to do it just like that, just like that. And you want to be careful how you disconnect these connectors. You have a locking clip right here and a lock clip right here, so it's real easy to disconnect. You just want to be careful. Yeah, I lied. There's a clip right here. This is your clip. This is not your clip. This is your clip right here, and you want to be careful pulling these out, because these are very, very fragile. Okay, so here's the old ignition module. It's called a wind module, actually. And we're gonna go ahead and open up the new one right here. I'll show you what it looks like. They pack it nice and good, as you can see. And basically, this is your new wind module. It It comes with 2 keys. It's already programmed. And All Computers Resources, they leave you this cool little keychain. Looks like a robot hacker. So y'all don't think I'm BSing y'all. Here's the new module here. And there's the old one there. And keep in mind how you install the new one. Just keep in mind that these little tabs here are a little closer to the screw bolts. As you can see here, just want to just even it out, because you'll put this in and then you'll start to panic. You'll have it like this and you'll panic and be like, they sent me the wrong module. Now you just want to make sure these tabs here are even up with these tabs right here. You basically got to feel your way underneath this plastic to get the new module in there, and I'm going to need both of my hands for this. And putting everything together is kind of just in the reverse order. I got the screws in, which you probably noticed. The screws are very, very stiff unscrewing and tightening them. That's normal, nothing to worry about. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this piece back on. And it's real easy to do. Just clips right back in place. And we'll close this guy here. And we'll connect the battery and we'll see how it runs. All right, so I just want to make sure the lock and unlock button work, and it does. And let's go ahead and start it. You also probably notice when you stick the key fob in, it's gonna feel stiff. That's normal. Just got to give it time for it to wear down. So let's see if it starts. And it starts. It starts. So once you verify that everything's working, just kind of go through your settings, make sure everything's there. Mileage, gas mileage is going to be reset because the battery is disconnected. But so I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'm giving a shout out to All Computers Resources in Homestead, Florida. They programmed the module from Homestead. I didn't have to go to a dealership. They need your VIN number, they program the module, and they send you a new one. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching.